Hello, fellow jet planes. This is your captain speaking, Jammer James, but you guys can call me the guy who dies 29 times in an episode, or JJ for short. And welcome back to episode 5 of Let's Playminisce. It's the show with the crap name where we play games that I've played before, but we make some new memories. And we are going to get into the thick of it today. If this last episode has to deal with zombies, infected, this episode deals heavily with humans.
Fucking idiot.
So we just gave Bill a message from his
You gonna be okay with this?
dead
Yeah, not a problem.
lover. He didn't handle it well, but, you know, Bill's a douchebag anyway, so.
I won't let you down with this.
Again, Joel and Ellie growing more and more together.
All right, let's do it.
Come on, Bill. So, the great thing about this, I don't know what happened
Put her in first.
to my game.
Already did it.
I am not going to complain,
Keep your foot on the clutch. And when
just
we
like I'm not going to doubt how
What?
Ellie knows how to pop a clutch.
You know what? I don't care. Just don't fuck it up.
But
All right, Ellie, get ready.
my game, the way this segment is supposed to work is you push this car so that Ellie can get the battery to go, right?
Good job, kid.
And normally, this truck needs you to push it. I don't know what I did wrong. This segment usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes to do it. If you can see, the truck is still moving ever so delicately down the hill. That's not supposed to happen, but I'm not going to complain. So I haven't picked up on that yet. I'm still fighting for my life. I hear Ellie, and I think I kind of pick up on the truck moving here. I'm like, because then I notice more clickers coming and more infected coming that aren't supposed to happen. I'm like, huh. That's odd. So Ellie is driving a ghost truck, ladies and gentlemen. And at this point, I kind of realize, huh. That voice line doesn't happen until, you know, the truck's about to go downhill. So I run for it. And you can see how glitchy this game is right now. That clicker just teleported away. So in a sequence that's supposed to take 10 minutes, we did it in about a minute and a half. Floor it, Ellie. I don't know how you know how to drive, but floor it. So yeah. What a great way, what a nice contrasting way to start this episode as opposed to the end of the last episode.
Just keep her running, all right? That girl nearly got us killed. You gotta admit, she did hold her own back there. You ain't gonna make it. Here. What's this? You'd be amazed at how many cars still got gas in them. Appreciate it.
It's true.
Look, Bill, about your buddy back there, that's a tough deal.
God, he's so Texan.
We square. We're square. And get the fuck out of my town.
Oh, the relationship. That's how we say goodbye to Bill. But kid, I'm gonna have to ask you to scoot. Oh, the foreshadowing, the storm coming. Now I would believe this is the start of Joel and Ellie kind of getting closer to each other.
Oh, man.
Hey, what happened to sleeping?
Okay. I know it doesn't look like it, but this here is not a bad read. Only one problem. Right there. To be continued. I hate cliffhangers.
Where did you get that?
Back at Bill's. I mean, all this stuff was just lying there.
else did you get?
Well, here. This make you all nostalgic?
You know, that is
So
actually
Ellie's a
before my
kleptomaniac.
time. That is a winner, though.
Did anyone remember having tape cassettes in a car?
Well,
I still remember it.
Oh,
I mean, obviously
Sure
no
your
one has any
friend
cars, but
will be missing
that's
this
not
tonight.
true. I'm sure I know someone that has
right on the reading, but it's got some
a cassette
interesting
player in their
photos.
truck.
Now, Ellie, that ain't for kids.
Whoa! How the hell would he even walk around with that thing?
Get rid of that.
Look, hold
Just-
your horses. I want to see what all the fuss is about. Oh, why are these all stuck together? I'm just fucking with you. Bye-bye, dude. You know what? This isn't that bad.
What you try to get some sleep, right?
I'm not even tired.
And yep,
Oh, perfect.
God, this game is still so gorgeous.
Screw it.
Joel, that's not smart.
Easy. Holy shit. Are we gonna help him?
Put your seatbelt on, Ellie.
Well, what about the guy?
He ain't even hurt.
Not good. Ellie, yeah, no, that wasn't definitely not good. Of all the games, like, you can craft, by the way. I know.
Okay.
I'm saving my stuff. And I'm not doing it here.
Follow me, you chicken shit!
God, Ellie's such a fighter. I love it. That would suck so bad. You forgot I'm Stone Cold and you're Booker T, though. Oh! Yeah, you're gonna need a dentist.
Motherfucker! What's wrong with these guys?
Catch your breath. We're leaving.
Hey! Watch out!
Stay down.
Alright. So, humans suck.
I got this!
Thanks, Ellie. I'm nowhere near there, though. So this is what I was saying. If the last episode was definitely based around infected, this series of scene, pretty much the town in general, is based on humans and how much they suck. So I remember I was saying I would much rather deal with humans than or infected rather than humans. I feel like I'm just flip-flopping on that subject. I also love how the music is still playing.
It's got to be around here somewhere. I'll search out here, man. You guys, check inside. Where is this guy?
Great stealth. I'm not dead though. I'm alive, surprisingly. Good job, James. You missed. Ow. That would give you so much of a headache. Now, the difficulty between a pack of hunters and a pack of clickers and runners, hunters being the people, at least with clickers, they have blind spots. Well, their whole vision is a blind spot. With humans, it's so hard to avoid a line of sight. And on grounded difficulty, see what I didn't call it hardened, it's grounded. On grounded difficulty, it is so hard to not enter their line of sight. The amount of seconds it takes for them to see you, them to spot you, and then everyone knows where you are is like a split second. Great stealth. Yeah. So we'll go 41. And I find with games, yeah, let's just destroy the shunning areas. Swing for the fences.
Oh, man. Over the bus!
With any section like this, I find if I do get pretty far on the first attempt and I die, like I did,
Son of a bitch!
it is so hard for me to come back. As you can see, it's so hard for me to take that time again. I get impatient. I'm very impatient.
Fuck! Man down!
So yeah. Screw you, buddy. Give me your wood. Who's got wood? Hey, Joel, those stealth takedowns, dude, they're not really working for you.
Gotta be close. Let's check inside. You, go check the street.
Come on, show yourself.
Sure. Peekaboo. Oh, that noise. It's gonna be in my nightmares. I don't know how Buddy didn't see me from behind the bar, or the bar behind the counter.
Here he is!
But then he saw me there.
Let's find him. He's gotta be close. Let's check inside.
It'll have to be anything.
Check over that way.
Where you at?
So I believe these are the last two guys. And I must emphasize just how hard it is on grounded difficulty without listen mode. Normally you have listen mode. I can see these guys through walls. I know roughly where they are. Whereas now, it's so hard to actually listening for them and then just using your camera to try to look around walls.
Damn it, where'd he go? Come on, show yourself.
Where the fuck are you?
All right. I think that's the last one.
Ah, he said it.
You okay?
He said because
Yeah,
it's Last of Us,
so.
and then
Good.
no, okay. So sorry,
You know the drill. Look around, see if there's anything we can use.
Roger that.
Roger Dodger. So, 15 minutes in, we'll use our first fast forward function here. And since things went from 0 to 100 real quick, let me welcome you back to Let's Playminisce Week, Day 2. We're going to try to get as far in this game as we can, especially with The Last of Us Part 2 coming out. In this fast forward, basically, apart from getting the tools, we find out just how crappy people are, and Ellie kind of realizing that Joel was crappy people beforehand. He didn't answer the question, you know, you kill innocent survivors, anything like that. So this is like a redemption story arc for Joel as well. The whole goal of the town is to get to that bridge, which means to get out of the city.
What was that?
Oh no. Ellie, get down.
Now, apart from that little stint in the convenience store, I am quite proud of my stealth in this episode.
About to hit you. Wow. Yeah, you're really upset. Well, if you want some lessons, you know, more than willing to help you out. Yeah, whatever. Where the hell are those guys? They're supposed to be here.
They're dead.
They're on the highway shift. Wouldn't be surprised if they cut another batch of tourists. Spot's a gold mine, lucky bastards. See if there's anything you can forage while we wait for them. Ain't nothing here. Let's keep going.
You didn't see anything. We'll speed it up here. Just me getting on top of the bus and through this checkpoint.
I hear hunters.
So this spot is quite difficult if you're going to go guns blazing.
Just keep it down while
There are about 5 guys outside, and I think about the same in this building that we're going to come up on. So because I played this game before, I know kind of an optimal route. I've never actually been able to complete this section full stealth, though. So especially when I'm recording, and when less deaths means less editing, I really, really want to do this part with as few attempts as possible. So I'd scoot around the outside while they're all talking.
Damn.
And you have to do this quick, or else they do start dispersing.
Bossman says we're getting big enough to expand. New head honcho. Same bullshit.
I do like how they give,
I don't know. Now that we
if you just listen in a little backstory to even the slightest of things. Now that buddy to the right, near the door, straight ahead of me, that's our exit. He stays there no matter what, so we do have to get rid of him somehow.
I like to restore one of those old projectors. Watch the movie. That shit ain't happening. I've heard that expansion talk way too many times. And every time we try, it ends up with a bunch of us getting killed. You know, maybe
So I thought, well, let's take out this guy first. Buddy over here sees me. And because Joel's so focused on choking Buddy out, the world's slowest shotgun death.
that shit ain't happening.
But that path I took, I take that every time to get up here. It works every time.
Every time we try, it ends
So I'm like, okay, well, let's just get by him.
you know, maybe things will be different now.
Man, too close.
Now, line of sight, again, going back to one of the main gameplay aspects of this game, line of sight is huge in this game. Line of sight isn't on their bodies, it's on their heads. So because technically, yes, I should be able to sneak by him here. Because he's looking at me there, I die with him. So we sneak by him again, and I figure, well, I have a bow and arrow.
Too close.
And just listen. I don't know what was close to seeing me. I think it was him. But we managed to redeem ourselves from the clicker bow and arrow fiasco in the last episode. And we managed to fully stealth that section. I'm actually quite impressed with myself. As we draw closer to the end of this season, summer, I realize just how much of a slow burn Joel and Ellie's relationship is. I do quite like
Let's see where this leads
how
us.
Joel actually hates Ellie at the start of this, and now 5 episodes in, we're getting to the point where Joel's defending her. I mean, he didn't say anything nice about her to Bill, but he did. It's just that perfect balance of Joel, whether he wants to admit it or not, wanting a daughter in his life, and Ellie wanting that fatherly relationship.
There's more of them. All right. I don't think they saw us.
There's our bridge. We're a little closer. I think.
Just keep at it.
I do like how they kind of keep your destination in view. So I'll just fast forward us getting across this river and through the beginning part of the hotel. And if you watch closely here, we will see our first human enemy, that truck. That truck becomes the biggest hassle in this whole section eventually. And again, this is another place where I can scavenge, but for interest of time, I'll just go ahead and keep it going.
Oh, shit. Get down, get down. Wait. How many is that now?
5 just this week. Hey, I'm not complaining.
I bet you're not. We done here?
We got another floor to check, man.
Check for what? I ain't seen a clicker in weeks.
That's because we're thorough. We're gonna keep being thorough. Let's wrap this up, right?
All right, whatever.
Again, just listening into the backstory of everything in here. Everything has a story. They're not just enemies for the sake of enemies.
God.
Now, I am proud of myself in this episode, not this particular moment.
What was that?
Yeah, Joel's like gets beaten. So screw that window. We're gonna go through here.
On your left.
And again, this is a section that is kind of hard to stealth through.
Oh, man.
And it is also kind of like a maze. Not playing this game in a couple of years kind of makes you disoriented when you get back in here. Screw that. So as I navigate this, I just want to wish you guys a safe week, a safe time. Obviously, in times like this, it's hard to stay positive and stay happy. But Chin up. Everything will be fine. Everything will die down. Just sit back, relax. Enjoy time with your family. I know they could be unbearable sometimes, but they love you. And us as humanitarians, us as humans, we'll get by this. We're durable. As this game tells me to craft once again. I will craft when I want to, game. I don't know what these arrows are actually pointing to, but I do remember, or looking back at it, I believe those arrows on the wall are pointing to where you need to go, so I do end up following them.
Hey, it looks like there's a ladder inside this elevator.
Hold up, let me try to open it.
Strong like bull.
Let's see where this goes. It's gonna be a tight fit, but
Just in case.
you find me something to climb on. Here we go. There we go.
Oh. Joel, you need to see a chiropractor. I'm all right. Oh, wow. I forgot about that line.
Are you okay?
No! You scared the shit out of me!
Damn elevator.
No! Stay out there. I'll make my way up to you.
I'll try.
So this part turns out to be one of the most actually legitimately scary encounters in this game. I wouldn't classify this as a horror game, more like a action survival. I guess it is a survival horror, but not really, in my opinion. But this definitely leans on its horror elements here. This whole area, even though I'm fast forwarding it, it's quite eerie. But when we get to this area, past this gate over here, with the spores, oh boy, do things lean right into terror territory.
Damn it, spores. Oh, shit.
So this is definitely a spot where I know where to go and what to do, and that is for good reason. This spot gave me nightmares and difficulties on easier difficulties. So I know what I'm looking for. I know I need to look for a key card before I even start any of this. I forget where it is at first, and then I remember where it is. And then I need to start that generator down there and beeline it to a door. I am not going to find anything in here, but just... Yeah. Screw this area, dude. Yeah. Whiff. So I have the key card here. So, generator, right? As you just hear these things in the background. Generators make loud noises. What are infected attracted to? So we're gonna go ahead and beeline it. I know where I need to go. I have the key card for it. There's a bloater, but I didn't see the regular infected guy there. So I'll let you enjoy this run for my life in full sound. Oh yeah. Cutting it close.
So much for that. I gotta find Ellie.
They call me Speedrun JJ, the fastest speedrunner in the West. Yeah, absolutely screw that area, especially with the bloater in there. But after that short foyer with some infected, we get right back to business as usual in the town.
Down! Finish it! I got it! Nicely done. You bit? Not today.
Not today.
You?
Not today.
Not today.
All right. Spread out.
Spread out and look for clues. Blue's Clues. Night, night. See, little did you guys know, Joel's just actually a big Samoa Joe fan. He likes putting people to sleep, tuck them in.
Holy shit!
I'm actually quite proud of that grab. Not normally the best when it comes to around the corner grabs. But, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to meet the single most badass NPC in this game, at least so far. Not the guy I'm choking out, obviously, but this guy that's watching it. I'm like, I got a tube, or I got a pipe. Screw you, buddy. Yeah, no. I just got a home run hit in my head. So I'm like, bet. I got a brick now, and I'm going to sneak up on you. You're going to need to see a dentist and a facial reconstructive surgeon after this. He pushes off of 2 hits to the head and destroys me. So honestly, who else better to earn the 50th death? So I'm like, okay, you're a badass. Take a brick to the head, and I'll swing for the fences now too. A worthy adversary. You may have caused my 50th death, but I have caused your permanent one. Oh, that would hurt so much. Oh, and if you guys could hear my frantic button mashing here. Deep breath, deep breath.
I shot the hell out of that guy, huh?
Sure did.
Sure did.
Ellie's first
I feel
kill.
sick.
And you just hang back like I told you to.
Well, you're glad I didn't, right?
I'm glad I didn't get my head blown off by a goddamn kid.
You know what? No. How about, hey, Ellie, I know it wasn't easy, but it was either him or me. Thanks for saving my ass. You got anything like that for me, Joel?
We gotta get going.
On that somber note,
Lead the way.
I do want to thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, stay safe, be safe, wash your hands. Bye! Like and subscribe, like and sub, like and sub,